XRP just got shut down by a major player, and we've got a price prediction for you at the end of this video. We'll also break down some big statements from Ripple's CLO, Steuart Alderati, and hear from Charles Hoskinson about ADA's future. Spoiler, he says Cardano is going to flip Ethereum. Plus, for the OG fans, Mr. Garrison's making an appearance. And yes, $3 support is still holding strong, even $3.25 is looking solid. Before diving into today's crypto news, let's take a moment to appreciate the sea of green on the charts. ETH is still holding $4,000. The question is, when will the big players start taking profits? But first, as always, your comments come first. Paul's here and says the female version of jabroni is jabrona. Jimmy thinks it jabron, but that sounds more like a plural than a female version. And then we have Anarchist State of Mind pointing out that BlackRock says no to an XRP ETF. Now, I'll be honest, I don't personally care what BlackRock thinks, but the market might. And as much as we'd like their money to pump our XRP bags, the truth is they've flat out said no to launching one. Bitcoin's sitting at $116,964, ETH is deep in the green at $4,196, and XRP is at $3.29 while meme coins are making moves. Even BNB is up at $800. Cardano's Hoskinson has been talking big again, predicting ADA will surpass ETH in market cap. He even joked that Vitalik Buterin will retire right after it happens. But here's the thing, Hoskinson has a history of bold claims that don't materialize. Remember when he said he'd help rewrite crypto regulations in DC? Never happened. And these midnight upgrade announcements, they might be great for the network, but they don't really move the price. Regulations have been the real market movers lately, not upgrades. Speaking of adoption, Aliner Tarot highlighted ETF experts Nate Jarosai and Jeff. Their insights are worth checking out if you're following ETF developments. Right now, the big ETF headlines are that HAR's ETF was delayed again, with a final decision expected in November. XRP's potential spot ETF lines up around the same time, and odds of approval are sitting at about 80%. Steuart Alderati recently wrote in Fast Company that crypto isn't truly trustless, people still need to understand it before they can trust it. And that's one of the big hurdles to adoption. Everyone's heard of crypto, but most people outside the community have no idea what it actually does for them. I saw this firsthand in Guatemala, where a major bank offers stablecoin transfers for just 99 cents, but no one's advertising it. Why? Because banks make huge profits off traditional remittances and don't want to give that up. Same reason you don't see Stellar's MoneyGram partnership being promoted, it's not in the bank's financial interest. So adoption isn't just about awareness, it's about education. People need to know how crypto can directly save them money, move funds faster, and provide access to financial tools they otherwise wouldn't have. Now back to the XRP ETF news. BlackRock says they're not interested, which kills the recent speculation that they'd be jumping in post-lawsuit. Sure, having the biggest asset manager in the world backing XRP would be great, but the reality is XRP's doing fine without them. Volume is healthy, institutional inflows are coming back, and altcoin season is holding. In the last 24 hours, XRP saw $6.4 billion in trading volume, solid numbers for a weekend. Price-wise, we're comfortably above $3, and recent candlestick patterns confirm strong support. We tested $3.20 and bounced back, showing that buyers are stepping in. If you zoom out, you can see a clear step-up pattern, first hanging out in the $2 range, now in the $3 range, and eventually the $4 range. Will we see the $10 predictions floating around on Twitter and YouTube? Not anytime soon. The move upward is going to be gradual. We still have potential ETFs later this year, possible rate cuts and regulatory clarity, all of which can be bullish catalysts. The bottom line, BlackRock may be out or maybe just quietly accumulating without tipping the market, but XRP's still holding its ground. The bigger driver here is regulation. That's what's been moving crypto the most in recent years, and it's likely what will continue to push it higher. So while August is historically a trap month for markets, XRP's holding up impressively well. We've still got 2/3 of the month to go, so it's worth keeping a close eye on the charts. In short, XRP is stable, adoption is about education, and despite the ETF setback, the market is far from bearish.